ESR Mini Endurance Round Mazda DPI and GTE at Strodom Erica. Real cheese people, I am very attractive, and with me as always is the Greg Ostertag of geopolitics, Michael Max.
Why do we get the Greg Ostertag here?
I was watching a video earlier, somebody mentioned him. I'm like, I remember Greg Ostertag.
The worst member of the 1990s starting Utah Jazz lineup.
Wow, you're just gonna disrespect Chris Mullins like that?
Chris Mullins was not.
Was he not? I can't remember.
It was not. It was Byron Russell, John Stockton, Jeff Orson, Carl Malone. That's the other one.
Coming on.
You got Malone at the 4. You got Ostertag at the 5. Russell at the 3. Hornacek at the 2. And Stockton at the 1.
Turns out Karl Malone's kind of a jerk.
Oh, yeah. No, Karl Malone is a piece of work.
I didn't know he had like a kid he refused to take ownership of.
He has more than one.
Yeah, no, I know, but he had a son and then completely abandoned the family, right away, and then had another family and kids, and then left them too. But the kids after that, the second group of kids, apparently he was cool with and maintained contact, and he just refused to ever talk to the son. I guess they've made up in recent years, but it's been
I'm not even sure how you can make up for
Yeah,
that.
I think his first kid's my age, and so yeah, I don't know.
Well, after that journey down NBA Dicket bags, we have a grid. Tobias Thierolf will start on pole from Janos Kovac, Rune Vandenbroek, Antonio Costa, Yuri Kachville, Nicholas Campbell. Not really a name you'd expect with a Norwegian flag. Andy Darnell, Vic Vega, and Adam Komorowski and Tadas Szerzynski. And then we have Christian. I'm going to go with Grot. What do you think of Byron there?
Yeah, Grot sounds good.
Henrik Andreasen, Magic Cash, Jeff Steve Davidson, Jasper Vandervaart, Jeff Ecott, Timo Ryder, Mauricio Delgado, and Wilfredo Simmel. So 9 GTEs and 10 Mazda DPIs.
If we pronounce it Groat, I can make a lot more jokes. But if we pronounce it Grot, we can make very specific Warhammer jokes.
I think it's a Grot. I think. That does mean that he is small and green.
Indeed.
And easily bullied.
Squizgar, Squig Elf, taller than a tree. Toki Wartooth, not a bumblebee.
Warming up the grid here for the Road America opener. And I am told lap 1 is a mess. So
neat.
Let's roll. It's in the stewarding chat that it is a mess.
It's what beer drinkers drink when they're not drinking beer. Motul.
It's got 1 hour of fun around here with 1 pit stop. So nothing out of the ordinary. Pretty standard stuff. Probably about 30 laps, I would imagine. I don't know exactly what a lap in a Mazda DPI around here is, but I know the general lap time around Road America. One of 3 tracks actually, in Raceroom that I've had the pleasure of doing a lap around. What are the other 2? Answers on a postcard. Down in the comments below.
I believe that would be the Nigerian National Championship track, and also...
We do pick up 2 additional cars that apparently didn't put up a qualifying time. We have Luciano Echazo and Ricardo Costa. I'm told that Vic Vega... Oh, there he is. I was going to say. Vic Vega is not here after a request list. But anyways, here we go. Heading down to turn 1. Probably won't be the greatest number of liveries out here, because, of course... We're all the Mazda DPIs are from the same class, and I want to say there's only 12 liveries total in there. And then there's probably a fair amount for the GTEs, but even they're a little bit lacking. Thierolf leads the way, and Grot leads the way in the GTE category. Yuri Kachville with a phenomenal start up into 3rd place, and somebody gets into the back of him. That is Vandenbroek.
Oh baby, oh baby.
And things are messy already.
Oh baby, oh baby.
And some of the GTEs are getting caught up coming through. Guys, respect the yellow flags. Respect the yellow flags. Antonio Costa and Henrik Andreasen rejoin the back-to-back. So there's Thierolf from Kovac, Kratachville, Darnell, and Campbell in the prototypes. And it is Grot from Cash Chuck Davidson Vendavant. And it was Oh no! Contact. One of the prototypes was sideways on the track. It appears that that was Vic Vega. And he gets collected by a horde of GTs.
Dang it, Double V, what you doing? The V twin over here.
Indeed. Vic Vega. That is Michael Madsen of the Vega. That's Reservoir Dogs Vega.
Oh yeah, right.
Not Pulp Fiction Vega.
Apparently, that I can't remember which part it was supposed to be. Michael Madsen was supposed to be. Was it Michael Madsen or Matt Dillon was supposed to be in Pulp Fiction, but he didn't get it. Like, didn't understand.
I would have to imagine Michael Madsen, because Matt Dillon's a little too young for anything in that role.
You're a little too young.
I mean, I was definitely too young to be in Pulp Fiction. I think I'm younger than the actor who played Bruce Willis's kid. Wait, I don't think he is a kid.
I think you're thinking of The Sixth Sense.
I may be. Jasper van der Vaart battling with Steve Davidson. Third place. Steve Dave in the classic BMW livery. We got Porsches and BMWs in the GTE section. Jeff caught on the tail of Luciano Chazza, who started in dead last and has already worked his way up to 5th place. Why am I not shocked?
I'm being attacked.
Another goose?
Yeah, he got himself some wet food about 20 minutes ago. Now he's rambunctious.
Oh, I have news for you.
You got a goose?
No, but well, I do actually.
You
but,
ate a goose.
No, I have a cat named Goose in my apartment right now.
Nice.
I am babysitting. This is the last day of it, but I am cat sitting the goose.
Double goose power.
He does not look like your goose, but behaves much like your goose. He. So those who do not know, and I don't know why you would. If you do know, get out of my apartment. The door to this room that I use as my office / recording booth is a slide open door, and it doesn't go all the way into the wall because the handle, it has a regular handle on it for reasons I don't understand, and that keeps it from going all the way in. So it's like partially open, but like it's mostly open, but there's like a little bit sticking out. This goose runs into it, headbutts it repetitively, and I don't know why. Either he's trying to get in and miss it, or he's trying to headbutt the door. I'm not sure which is more likely.
Well, if it's anything like my goose, just too much energy, no brakes, no sense of spatial awareness. Goose on my particular goose went head first into the laundry room door multiple times, even though the door is partially open, and then would proceed to go at high speed towards the dryer, where, you know, if you jump up on there and you jump up on something else, he could jump up on other things and then get up into the rafters and like that. But he would slip or miss or something, so I'd hear this boom, bang, and he'd hit like 2 different things in full force, and then come kind of wobbling out of there.
This goose has not done anything like that, although he has twice gotten himself locked in my fridge.
Very nice. I've actually had that happen. Not with my cat, but with a friend's cat who were playing D&D, and it's one of those, I went to the fridge for a drink or something and looked over to the table like, hey, anybody want anything? I'll have one of these. I'll take it. Okay, all right. And I grabbed some stuff and closed the door without looking. And like 15 minutes later, we're playing, and it's like, nobody's seen the cat in a while. And we hear this, like, what the, and everybody just stopped.
Kind of had the same reaction with when the goose got stuck in the first time in my fridge.
Everything stopped. Everybody got up, looked, and we moved real slow, trying to hear where he was, until somebody opened the fridge.
He's also gotten inside my laundry hamper and can move it across the floor. Not sure how he moves it across the floor. I'm assuming he just kind of like bounces off the walls.
Yeah, probably. Knowing cats.
And the other funny part is, of course, so I've got the goose and I'm working the taxis for the tax company, but I'm working from home. And there's a bunch of people in my Zoom chat with me and whatever. And one has a cat named Merlin. So we got
Nice.
Merlin and Goose, double Top Gun reference.
Excellent. I remember when I went into the Humane Society, they're like, this is Dallas, but we've just been calling him Goose. I'm like, Goose works. Talk to me, Goose. And the ladies there didn't get it.
Jasper Van der Vaart has in fact gotten past Steve Davidson and up into third place. Next up on his list is Magic Cash Jack. There is the Yellow Submarine and Mauricio Delgado, trailed by Wilfredo Sevilla.
We all live in a yellow mobile home.
I feel like if Wilfredo Sevilla actually finishes this race, it might be the first time we've seen him do that. He's historically always run into like technical difficulties of an internet variety. So good luck to him as he makes the overtake on Mauricio Delgado. That being said, we are cheering for Mauricio to overtake him. So
Go Mauricio.
Still Vic Vega working his way through. We have lost Cernitsky from the race, and Van der Broek is trying to make his way back through the GTE 3 field as well. Vic Vega just got through the final GTE, so he's back up in the Master prototypes, which are currently led by Thierol from Kovac, Kurtachville, Darnell, Campbell, Komorowski, Costa, and then Vega. By the way, none of those guys are physically close together, so we're going to be looking at GTEs, I think, for the next little bit. There's not really any battles going on between the prototype boys.
Perhaps the prototype boys should go into alpha testing. Imagine if they were driving Alfa Romeos on their prototypes.
I don't think we've had an Alfa Romeo prototype, but maybe.
It would be funny.
Alfa Romeo, once upon a time, did have an F1 team, so... Actually, on 3 separate occasions.
And then they could beta test the Alfa prototypes.
Yeah, the Alfa Romeo team, which won the... By the way, Alfa Romeo, first ever Formula 1 world champion.
Very nice.
1950, Giuseppe Farina win the title, and they won in 1951 as well with Juan Manuel Fangio. And then they went away. And they came back in the 80s. Didn't do so good. And they came back as a partner of Sauber. Didn't do so good. But they did have Kimi Räikkönen.
And then they won.
No.
And then they had an alarmingly high hotel bill for the minibar.
Most likely.
Are they not complimentary?
Kimi doesn't care.
I haven't watched that. I should rewatch The Rum Diary soon. I enjoyed that movie a great deal.
Jeff E. caught on the tail of Luciano Echazo here. Henrik Andreasen in the background. Traditionally, he's faster than both of them, so I suspect this will become a three-way battle very shortly. And Mauricio Delgado off the track somehow. Caught looking to make a move. Feels like he's quicker, but Echazo's overtaken him, so we know Echazo's got something for him. And that is Andreasen now right up on the back of this. It's a 3-man Porsche Monty.
Is that like the partial Monty?
A little bit. ESR store for all of your ESR related goods.
Hell yeah!
Go there.
Get
It's
you
on the screen
hoodie.
right now. Scan it. Do it now.
Go foil hoodie, baby!
I like the green hoodie. Need to manage to con somebody into doing a ESR Racers Corner and show up. Oh, there goes Andreasen through. I don't know why he caught slowed down so much there. With the prototypes in the background there coming through, not sure. That would be possibly Van der Broek. Most likely, actually, can't confirm. Definitely Van der Broek.
Vandenbergy.
We haven't seen Vandenberg in a while. And Andreasen will go around the outside of Ichazo, taking up 6th and 5th place in very short order.
Closer, Luciano.
Those of you who are not in Canada may be unaware of this, but we actually have snow this year for the first time in a bit.
What do you mean?
We had very little snow around my place last year.
Oh, you live in Detroit.
Very light there, very light snow. I do not live in Detroit. I've been through this.
You live so far south, you might as well be in Florida.
That's not true.
You live in the Florida of Canada.
I mean, kinda, yeah. The Ontario Peninsula does have kind of the Wang appeal.
Indeed.
I don't think so, though. I mean, I don't know. Florida. We're more like the New York, honestly, of Canada.
I don't think so.
Not like north-south wise, obviously, not obviously, but like in terms of like the appeal. Canada, ladies and gentlemen, Canada really does not have a Florida.
Not really. I mean, the closest I think would be one of the Maritimes because they get all the hurricanes. Storm surge.
Ruben Vandenbroek heading through.
Vandenbroek versus Vandenbergie versus
Vandervaart.
Vandervaart.
Pick up Nicholas Campbell. I like that livery. You've officially become my rooting interest in this championship, Nicholas. Congratulations.
Nicolas.
By virtue of having a cool livery.
It's not. Jasper Vandenvaart versus Jasper Parnevik? I can't remember. What's the golfer's name? Jesper Parnevik?
I don't even know who you're referring to.
I think he was a South African golfer.
Nice. I'm not a big golf fan, so golf references will generally go over my head.
Wow! Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Tiger Woods?
Not that much, not a fan.
I saw a good one.
I know Tiger Woods, I know Dustin Johnson, I know Rory McIlroy, Mike Weir, Fred Couples.
I saw a really good Valentine's the other day. It's baby asked me if I was on the PGA Tour the way I make that VJ sing. Fantastic! I haven't heard of VJ sing in so long.
Gianno Ricciazzo looking to keep. Jeff, you caught it big? Ecot's been on his tail for like a good 15 minutes. Well, not 15 minutes. We're not even 15 minutes into the race, but like good 10 minutes. And Magic Kazchuk has lost out to Jasper Vandervaart. We had that overtake happen off camera. But the new guys are showing up well here with Rott and Vandervaart. 1-2 in the GTE category. And of course, up in the prototype category, you've got Kovac in 2nd place. You got Campbell in 5th place. So the newcomers to the ESR servers doing their job as the pit window opens up. Ecot looking for a move. On the inside, can't get there. One of the prototypes behind them coming through. That might be race leader Tobias Thierolf. Some confirmation. It is. Thierolf sporting the very red Mazda prototype. Now to Kazchuk, not giving up against Jasper Vandervaart. He's lost 2nd place, but he would love to get it back. Vandervaart is the top-ranking Porsche at the moment. should be recommended a Jimmy Broadbent. Which driving sim should you buy in 2025? There you go. Might check that out later. Yuri Kurtachvil is off the track and falling through the order. Not sure what happened to the Czech driver, but there he is. Looks like he got the braking wrong at Canada Corner and wound up off the track. Byron, would you like to guess why Canada Corner has the name that it does?
Because of Matt Canada of football fame?
No. Canada Corner is the furthest northern corner on this track, and therefore the closest to Canada.
I now require all northern corners to be called Canada Corner.
Well, this one's at Elkhart Lake, which is in Wisconsin, so it's actually relatively close to the Canadian border.
Canada, oh, 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 oh.
So let's see here. If I... not that close to the Canadian border. So let's see here. The major city closest to it is Sault Ste. Marie. Let me get the time it would take.
Bonus points for anybody in the comment section who can spell Sault Ste. Marie that isn't Canadian and doesn't look it up on Google.
True. Ah, okay. You got to go a really roundabout way. Okay, that doesn't really work. Okay, Thunder Bay then.
Thunder Bay, home of the Thunder Thighs. I believe that's bruh, we should totally open a fried chicken place and call it Thunder Thighs.
Well, because of the indirect route you'd have to take to get to Canada, it's about 9 hours for the Canadian. There we go. Ricardo Costa is off the track. I'm not sure. Oh, well, there we go. There we have our answer. Had a little spin. Field is spacing out pretty heavily right now. There's not really a lot of great battles going on. There's the Ecot versus Chazo battle. That's really about it. We have Antonio Costa has caught up to Yuri Kurtachvil. So we've got that battle in the Mazda prototype center as they make their way past some lap traffic. Well, not even really lap traffic, but like the behind options. And Andy Darnell is under pressure from Nicholas Campbell.
I believe it's pronounced prototype.
Let's see. Prototypes, of course, are very, very common in endurance racing, be it Le Mans or the 24-hour Spa. GT cars, of course, are the most race car on the planet. It is a specification that gets a lot of love. Pretty much any country you're in, there's a GT race somewhere. GT3s are a little bit more common than GTEs, but there's not a ton of difference between GT3 and GTE. So there you go.
I believe one's lead speed.
Let me put it this way. Technically, GTEs are faster than GT3s, but I believe Mike Stopmill could still beat us in a GT3 if we drove GTEs.
Mike, I think everybody's going to get disqualified here because nobody's pitted yet.
They got plenty of time.
Disqualification incoming.
Actually, it's not a disqualification you don't pick, but it is a massive time penalty. It is such a time penalty that is definitely worth pitting.
You just go
Jasper Vandervaart off the track. Say maybe Kazchuk gave him a bump, but Kazchuk was well behind him when he went off. So if he did go off with the assistance of somebody else, it was not with the guy who was battling.
See, the key to winning this is and beating the pit thing with the time penalty is you tow a gas trailer behind. So you're going to be way behind for a lot of the race, but you won't need to stop for gas. And then when everybody else is pitted, you just hammer down and then win.
Well, the thing is it's not really a gas requirement on this track.
No, but you don't need to pit because you don't need to go get gas or anything, so you just go.
Well, no, but the pit stop is to get tires, not gas.
Boo, nobody needs tires.
You can get an hour out of a tank of gas in these cars.
Nobody needs tires. You already got 4.
By the way, Ricardo Costa has already handled his pit stop, so first one in. Ricardo Costa, you have won the anti-Maximity. Antonio Costa working his way through the traffic.
Is this about yes for Barnaby?
Someday I need to ask Antonio Costa if his favorite driver is in fact Antonio Costa, because I feel like that has to be the case. Oh. We're taking the background there. Oh wait, no, that's Ricardo Costa after his pit stop getting lapped. Okay.
Yeah.
Steve Davidson, Jeff Ecott also.
Antonio Costa, you got Ricardo Costa, and both of them will now have to fight Costa Z.
There is actually a pretty famous driver named Antonio Costa. Antonio Felix da Costa. Raced in Formula E. So a number of other places. I think he's still in Formula E.
I think to counterbalance Formula E, they should have a coal-powered league.
Don't think I want that.
It'll be awesome. You imagine like the pistons just like pumping up and down through the hood. Because you're going to need room for all that triple expansion.
Formula E does all kinds of gimmicks, which are a bit weird. Like their overtake zone is kind of weird.
Yeah, don't talk to me until they incorporate like literal electronic weaponry.
I mean, they're going to get there. Trust me.
If you
they're trying desperately to make that appeal to Formula One fans and the weaponry they got.
Once you get like a taser, so you got a choice. You can use your taser to nuke the other guy's car for like 30 seconds. But it also comes out of your battery. So you got to make a sacrifice.
I think they're talking about something almost like a Mario shell for this.
Nice. No, I'm talking about like literal EMPs. I'm talking about tasers. I don't want none of this like gimmicky track nonsense. Although if you could actually shoot the shell at somebody through like a rail gun or something, I'm down with that. It has to be electronic based. Don't give me this other weird nonsense.
No propellants that are chemical in nature.
Yeah, it has to be electronic, so you're sacrificing part of your own battery life. Is it going to be worth it? Do you do it right away? Do you do it at the end? If you wait too long at the end, do you have a shot? No one knows.
Yuri Kochachville on the tail of Adam Komorowski. Kochachville had a great start to the race, but then had an off, which just put him further back in the Mazda pack. And on his tail, it is Antonio Costa. So three-way fight as they make their way through one of the back-marking BMWs. And Kochachville goes down the inside! Shoves them both wide.
Oh my God.
And Costa says, "Thank you very much, I'll take 5th place."
He go.
2 for the price of 1. As Komorowski and Kochachville come to blows. Poland and the Czech Republic coming to blows? I've never heard of such a thing.
Something, blowing something.
A couple other pit stops have taken. Luciano Chazzo and Thomas Ryder, I think, have been in. I keep mixing up Ryder with the hockey player who's also T. Ryder.
Michael, what is your opinion on the horrible violence at the Four Nations Cup?
We lost to America. I don't think I'm overly happy.
Yeah, well, they didn't really win because they didn't win the fights.
Contrary to popular belief, sir, hockey does not equal winning. Otherwise, fighting does not equal winning. Gino Ojik would be MVP.
Correct.
At some point.
Gino Ojik and Zdeno Chara vie for MVP every year.
I was listening to a podcast today. They had Sean Avery on as the guest. He told the story of the Joe Sakic and Brett Hull story, which I enjoyed.
Good one.
It is a good one. Hey Sakic, so I just feel my jersey getting grabbed and pulled back like it's my dad pulling me back. As Brett Hull, you have not earned the right to speak to Mr. Sakic in that manner. You will never earn the right to speak to Mr. Sakic in that manner. None of the prototypes in yet. I expected them to. I was around 30 minutes remaining in the race is probably where we're going to see that rush to the pits. But, oh, there we go. First one in, Vic Vega. Bad news for him. He's going to come out in traffic because Grot overtook him, so he's going to have to go through the GTEs again, which is unfortunate. Alfredo Sevilla is off track somewhere. There he is. Rejoining from what looks like a kind of weird spot to go off, honestly. Chatchville looking to make a move on Komorowski. Thinks better of it. These prototypes will get a lot of vibration off these curves. You can see it on the onboard there. Slowdown penalties, as you can see, are in effect.
Mike,
track cutting and violating the law.
Stop! You're violating the law. When are we getting to the series that has jacked up golf carts?
We kind of had that with the Nutses, didn't we?
Kind of.
If you don't count the Nutses, I don't know. We're never going to get what you want. But the NSU Nutses are pretty damn close to just basically shopping carts with an engine.
Can't always get what you want. But if you pay some guy, you just might find he's got drugs.
Andy Darnell is falling back, so I think he's in the pit lane. Hitting from, I do believe, third place. Here's Steve Davidson catching up to the back of Mauricio Delgado. So Delgado is the last place car that has not pitted. Davidson is the first place car that has pitted in the GTE category. So this is not a blue flag scenario, but it is about as close to a blue flag scenario as you can get without being a blue flag scenario. Mauricio keeping the distance pretty well, actually. Some decent pace. Obviously I can't pull up a lap time guide, but I'd bet he's running pretty damn close to Davidson's pace.
Michael, is it true that the top three finishers have to have a fist fight IRL to prove they winner?
Ooh, that would be an interesting theory. I don't know who would win that. I don't have sizes on any of these guys.
We could play. We could sell pay-per-view tickets.
No one in this field has deemed. Oh, we lost Ryder.
Everybody has to remain under a heavy black robe and then unveil it during the fist fight.
Mauricio Delgado off track, and that will allow both Davidson and Luciano Machado. Mauricio off the track. Mauricio, is there something you'd like to tell us? Has the charcuterie board arrived, sir?
He's got the meat sweats, and he's a little dizzy from the Cabernet Sauvignon.
He is doing a Juan Deere impression right now. That will lose him a spot to Jeff Ecott. Might want to get in the pits there, Mauricio. Your tires are probably absolutely terrible right now. I didn't know Luciano Echazo was in NXT.
Could be. Much like Ricky Starks.
Wilfredo Sevilla has moved into the lead of the race, although that is because most of the GTEs have pitted. Although Magic Kashchuk beats Christian Grott out of the pit lane, so that is interesting. I thought Grott had this well in hand, but it turns out he had a slow pit stop, and Kashchuk has taken advantage.
Was this about Mark Delagrotte?
Delagrotte. I was explaining Mark Delagrotte to Devoid the other day.
Why?
We were watching an episode of Tough. So I was explaining to him why Mark Lehman sucks, and then why Mark Delagrotte is awesome.
I mean, the track record kind of bears that out.
Nicholas Campbell in the pit lane. There's also one of the other prototypes in there. Not sure who that would be. Ah, Kovacs.
Kovacic.
So let's see. The people who are still vying for the Max Simmons Award are Tobias Thierolf, Antonio Costa, Adam Komarowski, Vanderbrock, which I'm sorry I don't remember your first name, and Wilfredo Sevilla and Mauricio Delgado.
And Ted Kaczynski.
Well, I would hope Ted Kaczynski's not going for that, because Ted Kaczynski was a nature nut, so that doesn't work.
Mounted Animal Nature Trail. There's a song by the Arrogant Worms called The Mounted Animal Nature Trail. It's all about going for a grand old family fun-fueled hike on a trail that is just like lined with the taxidermied animals.
That doesn't sound very fun, I'll be honest.
And the punchline is that it's one of those like what sound does the animal make type things, but you know they're all taxidermied so they don't make any sounds. So it's like,
Gotcha.
And the cow goes, and the horse goes, and so there's just no sound.
I see.
And they did it live, and people started trying to do animal noises, and they got like fake upset at the crowd. They're like, no, you're messing it up.
Messing up the whole vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Now we keep having Norwegian drivers in our field, and I keep trying to think of Norwegian drivers in real motorsport. And I've really just got I don't even remember the guy's name. Paul Varhog is really the only one I got. It's like the only one of the Scandinavian countries that doesn't seem to produce a copious amount of race car drivers.
I believe it's because they don't have roads.
You've of course got a number of Finns, including world champions Keke Rosberg, Mika Hakkinen, and Kimi Räikkönen. Then from Sweden, you have the late great Ronnie Peterson, as well as the late great Gunnar Nilsson, and like all the rally guys, all of them. There was one year in Rallycross where the top 8 drivers in the standings were all from Sweden. Oh, Petter Solberg. There you go. There's another Norwegian driver. And his, like, really way lesser brother, whose first name I can't remember.
I believe it was Theodore.
I'll look it up.
It was either Theodore, Bartholomew, or Aloysius.
Henning Solberg.
I was close.
Solberg, of course, World Rally Champion and World Rallycross Champion, and might be the only guy to have both those titles. Won 2014 and 2015 World Rallycross Championships, and then finished 4th, 3rd, and 5th.
So he almost raced for the cycle. What's going on there?
Jeff Ecott off the track. Getting overtaken there by Vanderbart.
Good old Jeffrey Cott.
All right, 3 people left for the Max Simmons Award. It is Costa, Komorowski, and Vanderbroek. Christian Grott looking for the lead now that Wilfredo Sevilla. Oh, Christian. That was trying to bully a car out of the way. I'm sorry. I've got to fully side with Magic Kaszczuk there that he is not required to be out of here. Christian of the Patriarchy.
Noted leader of the population. Michael, let's go buy some raffles. I don't know why I have that so much.
I mean, you always kind of do. Oh, Yuri Kurtachevil moving very slowly. Get back up to speed. Must have just had a contact with the wall or something.
Well, we need 5 or 6 more shots.
And unfortunately, while we were looking at that, Christian Grott completed the overtake for the lead. Christian's crowning moment was missed in exchange for Yuri Kurtachevil. Oh, Lord! Contact between one of the GTEs and Andy Darnell. And Nicholas Campbell in there, too.
Campbell races sing this song. Campbell races 5 miles long. Oh, doo-da-dee.
It's going to seriously hamper both of these guys who were fighting for a podium. And open the door in a big way for, maybe not. Vanderbroek's really not that far ahead. I think this is still going to be a battle for third. Well, no, be Costa and Komorowski. This is something powerful. Sevilla off the track again. And heading into the pit lane, I assume, with some significant damage from that contact. Campbell overtaken by Darnell. Still waiting on pit stops for Vanderbroek is in. So it's either going to be Costa or Komorowski.
Who's going to Komorowski?
Who's going to get the Max Simmons Award here for last pit stop?
Oh, let's go with Vanderbroek.
Oh, we have our answer. It's Komorowski. Costa is in the pits.
Wow.
Vanderbroek also in the pits. Vanden? I think it's Vanden.
It is indeed Vandenbroek.
It's Vandervaart.
Hutchison.
And Vandenbroek. Well, no, in this case, it's just that there are 2 of them. They're new. I'll get used to it. We'll adapt.
Shout out to Wayne Hutchison.
Yanis Kovac still in 3rd place. Well, 2nd place, effectively, because once Komorowski comes in the pits, him and Thierolf will overtake him. The question really is, can Campbell and Darnell overtake Komorowski? Oh.
Oh?
That is Tobias Thierolf getting absolutely molested by one of the BMWs.
And it's not even Wednesday.
He retains his position, so he's probably not super put out by it, but he's probably not happy. Andy Darnell, Nicholas Campbell battling for position here, and they've got Costa ahead of them, so yeah, Komorowski by overcutting has taken a podium spot by the looks of it. Time running down here, so Comarosi's got to pit either this lap or next.
Never. Just drive faster.
Because that's when the pit window will close.
Mix master, drive faster.
Darnell loses the back end there. Sends it to a spin.
That sounds like the best circus rider.
Christian Grott has lost the lead to Magic Cash Chuck again. Not sure how that happened. Mauricio Delgado in the wall. And we'll see if Grott can get the position back here. We missed his prior overtake for the lead. Let's see if we can catch this one. On the outside. Gonna be hard to make that stick, but we'll see. Cash Chuck hangs on for now.
Mike, I gotta say, this is the best Excite Bike mod I've ever seen.
Do miss me by some excitement.
Good old NES.
What was your favorite character in the excitement?
I always picked the fat character because he had the best
Bobby Malone.
best top speed. It's kind of like playing as Bowser or Donkey Kong. Also, when he came down off jumps, it was very funny.
That was a tricky Ricky Stern guy. He had no turbo, but he had great everything else. And his signature move was the hardest to pull off.
Ooh.
Adam Komorowski in the pits. See if he can come out in third place. Yeah, it's one of those ones where, like, I don't know if it's really hard in real life to pull off Kobe, but it was one of those ones where the joystick combo on the N64 was really complicated to do his signature move.
Oh, we're talking about very different games. I'm talking about the NES Excite Bike.
I played both.
I didn't know they made another one.
They did. They made one for the N64.
Oh my god. How do you... Nobody could even use the N64. You needed 3 tiny hands.
I was a child. What can I say?
The only thing you could play on that was GoldenEye and 1080 snowboarding. Everything else was trash.
Perfect Dark. Super Smash Brothers.
I've never played a Super Smash Brothers game or a Mario Party or anything like that.
You should play Super Smash Brothers. It's fun.
Sounds like some kind of communist plot. Everybody collectivize and get together. I don't think so.
You also kind of learned about other games, because, like, I'll be honest, I didn't know about Earthborn until I started playing as Ness.
Oh.
Super Smash Brothers.
Fair enough.
Well.
Oh boy.
Big spin by Antonio Costa, or not, takes the pressure off of Nicholas Campbell. Komorowski, by the way, has rejoined the race in third place, so his overcut has worked out. He is on the podium, although only by about 4.5 seconds ahead of this man, Nicholas Campbell.
Excite Bike spawned several sequels, including Excite Bike 64, Excite Truck, Excite Bots Trick Racing, Excite Bike World Rally. Interesting. I didn't know any of these existed. A group of Excite Bike racers cameo as an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Had I known Excite Bike 64 existed, there might have been 3 good games in the N64.
It is fun. It is the one I kept beating up my cousin and siblings at.
Very nice. I was like, for the Xbox, there was MX versus ATV Unleashed. That was a fun game. I enjoyed that. I was unbeatable at the figure 8 tracks.
Tobias Theroff leads by 4.2 seconds with 13 minutes to go. That's Mauricio Delgado recovering. Janos Kovac is in second place, followed by Adam Komborowski, Nicholas Campbell, and Antonio Costa. And then it's this battle here between Andy Darnell and Yuri Krakashvili. Both at one point looked like they were going to stand on the podium. And it has not really worked out for them. They are battling for sixth place instead. In the GTE category, it is Christian Grott leading from Magic Kaschuk, Henrik Andreasen, Steve Davison, and Jasper Vandervaart. Vandervaart was also looking for a podium earlier on. That has not turned out to be the case. Gap for the podium is down to 4 seconds between Campbell and Komborowski.
And then Doom.
I mean, there's always a little bit of Doom. Doom was my favorite character in the Quake Arena game.
Doom, 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 doom. They should release a new Unreal tournament. I think an Unreal tournament with live service, as shitty as that sounds, also sounds awesome. I do hate me some live services, but I think not really like an MMO, but like an online, like make it like Rocket League, where you can go on and play different modes and play with other people.
I was always a fan of the Oblivion mode.
Don't remember that one.
It was the one where you got all the vehicles and kind of like, it was like a full-scale battlefield.
Oh, damn. I liked, what was the,
Onslaught, pardon me, not Oblivion.
Okay. That makes sense. I like the ball game. The ball game was good.
Bombard Ball.
Yeah, I like shooting people. I can't remember, there was a particular map where you could hide in a bunker.
Attachville under attack by Darnell, closes the door for now.
And I would hide in the bunker with the lightning gun and blow people's heads off if they touched the ball. It was a lot of fun. I got a lot of angry comments.
Unreal Tournament, the original LAN party game, basically. For me, anyways. For my generation.
Talking about my generation.
Brings up the memories of being at my friend Fraser's house for the LAN party and having somebody come down from upstairs and being like, we have a slight problem. What's the slight problem? It's just a slight problem. What is the slight problem? Darby's computer is on fire. That doesn't sound like a slight problem. My favorite comedy moment from a LAN party, because it was completely harmless, was the we need a young priest and an old tech priest. Brad's hard drive thinks it's Diablo. Many sleepless nights of me and my friend Kaz literally chopping down every tree on an AoE map. We will deforest this shit.
I remember doing that on Warcraft. Was it Warcraft 3? Maybe Warcraft 2, don't remember. I always thought games like that should have like reforesting mechanics. You harvest the trees, but you can also plant some more. So you make your own like natural barriers and stuff.
Especially when, like, you know, it's supposed to take place over, like, you know, the ages.
Yeah. I just thought it'd be funny to be able to plant trees in places and then like just block people from getting at you.
Crutchville off the track there. It's going to open the door for Darnell heading towards Gander Corner. Showdown. Excuse me, camera guy. As much as I appreciate Nicholas Campbell's livery, you are taking us away from the fight where Darnell has apparently gotten past Crutchville.
Darn.
We go back to it. Crutchville getting back past Darnell. It seems like Darnell giving the spot back. Maybe something got a little archy-barchy. He's taking the gentleman's approach here as Wilfredo Sevilla rejoins the track.
Got Alfredo?
Alfredo Pepe.
Got you a Pepe.
Komorowski's lost his podium spot to Nicholas Campbell. So he played the strategy about as perfectly as possible, but it looks like it's going to net him a 4th place rather than a podium. Still, for a guy who I think qualified something like 9th, he'll take that, I'm sure. So we're down to our final 7 minutes. They're leading from Kovac, Campbell, Komorowski, Costa, Crutchville, Darnell, Vandenbroek, and Vega. In the GTE category, it is Grot leading from Kaschuk, Andreasen, Davidson, Vandervaart, Ecott, Ichazo, Costa, Sevilla, and Delgado. Luciano Ichazo's race has not really come together like I thought it was. I thought he was going to be in contention for a podium. Instead, he's down in 7th place. Darnell looking to make the move here on Yuri Crutchville again. And for the time being, the Czech driver has the British driver at bay.
Break out the weapons.
Death race. Jason Statham Death Race.
You ever watched the original, the Death Race 2000 from the 70s?
Mm-hmm. With Keith Carradine.
Yep. And Sylvester Stallone. I think it's David Carradine. Sylvester Stallone's also one of the drivers.
Mm-hmm. One of his early roles.
Indeed.
Then you get into Jason Statham, and then you get into Luke Goss.
Correct.
And then there's a TV series.
Oh, didn't know that.
And of course, the mind F is the fact that the Luke Goss movie takes place before the Jason Statham movie. Because in the modern timeline, Luke Goss is the original Frankenstein, followed by big name actor, and I'm blanking on his name. Drew Gray Scott. There you go.
No.
And then Jason Statham. So that's your three Frankensteins. And then like the Carradine movie kind of fits and doesn't really fit with the other ones in terms of like.
Yeah, it's not part of the thing. I demand that they reboot it and put Kevin Hart in the driver's seat for no other reason than it'll bomb.
That'd be like the worst casting.
I mean, even worse than the Borderlands movie? Jesus Christ.
I'm not a big enough fan of Borderlands to really like critique.
I am. Fucking trash. So, okay, Mike, if I told you I had a part to cast in the movie, it's an African-American individual. They're tall, broad-shouldered, very dignified, honor-bound, kind of like does what he says he's going to do, soldier. Your first instinct is definitely Kevin Hart, right?
It's more like Idris Elba, but yeah.
Yeah, kinda, probably. Like literally anybody else.
I don't know about literally.
I mean, I'd let
Oh!
Sam Rockwell read for the part.
Darnell takes a little bit too much curb there and spins it. But I can think of a lot better than Kevin Hart. Put it that way.
Yeah. And then they cast the insane. There's an insane child character. They cast literally just some random person who's too old for the part and isn't crazy. I mean, the actor doesn't have to be crazy, but they have to be able to play like they're crazy. Yeah, didn't do that. All of the young female characters they cast. Well, I think one of them was Jamie Lee Curtis, who I believe is 70.
Gotta be about that, yeah.
Yeah. So rule of thumb: if you're making an adaptation, satisfy the fans of the original property. Everything else will fall in line. If you try and make it appealing to everybody, it appeals to no one, because you've already alienated the only people who cared about it in the first place.
Oh, contact. That is race leader Tobias Thierolf getting into the back of Mauricio Delgado.
That's why Dune's a huge hit. That's why
Blue flag issues.
The Martian was a huge hit.
In fairness, I think The Martian probably also has everyone appeal.
True, but it got everybody who loved it originally loves the movie. And everybody else who's seen it loves the movie too. And they'll probably love the book if they bother to read it.
It's a good book.
And it ties all together. Isn't that marvelous? Circle.
Turn the beat around.
Turning the beat around.
No, I'm not. Can Kovac make something out of this? It depends. If Thierolf's got damage, the door might be open.
Damage.
That being said, if Thierolf's car is fine after that contact, Kovac will not be catching him. Not enough time left in one lap. Although, as I've been saying this, he's made up 3/10. So I suspect Thierolf's car is not fully functional. Maybe Janos can make this a tight finish. Antonio Costa's up on the back of Adam Komorowski. Komorowski, of course, pitting very, very late and jumping a bunch of people. Unfortunately, that means he is in front of some guys who have probably a bit of pace on him. We'll see what they can do. Well, I have bad news. I've been through Commander Lewis's entire musical collection. This is the least disco song I have. I got some hot stuff. That's pretty disco, to be honest.
Not read The Martian in a bit. I should probably read that.
Listened to it a number of times.
Yeah.
Read it once.
Yeah, I could probably more easily do the audiobook. Although on Audible they replaced the original narrator, and I'm mad. To the point where as soon as I found out, the original narrator is R.C. Bray, but I have
not heard that version then, because I've heard the Will Wheaton version.
Oh.
Driver of the day, Adam Komorowski. I don't know about that, Martin.
What?
It's on the screen right now.
What? Oh, I missed it. I'm late. I'm sorry.
It's still there.
Adam Komorowski. I see. I believe
I don't
the
know
driver
about
of the
that.
day
He's
is
had a good race, don't get me wrong. Pulled a good strategy here, but I don't know. Let us know in the comments down below. Who was the driver of the day?
clearly Mauricio Delgado for being so tenacious and sticking through the whole race.
Mauricio definitely gets the tenacity award, that is for sure. I'm not really sure if he gets driver of the day.
Driver of the year.
Komorowski's still trying to hang on against Antonio Costa here in the closing lap. They will not be finishing on the podium. That will be Theorolf, Kovac, and Campbell. But fourth place is still very, very important. Coming up to a lap one of the Porsches here. In the GTE category, it will be Grot, Kaschuk, and Andreasen on the podium. Davidson fourth, Vander Vaart, Ecott, Chazo, Costa, Sevilla, and Delgado. No one really close together there. The only thing really on the line here is Darnell fighting for sixth place with Kretschmil. And this battle for fourth between Komorowski and Costa. Whoa! Costa getting very out of shape. There is the checkered flag. Adam Komorowski will hang on to fourth place ahead of Antonio Costa. Will sixth place belong to Yuri Kretschmil, or will it belong to the petrolhead boy Andy Darnell? They are battling it out to the last corners here. Getting very close there, but unfortunately will take a little bit too much curb, lose some speed, and Kretschmil is going to just inch away to a sixth place finish. Not what either of those guys hoped for, I don't think. They were, I think, looking for bigger. But at the end of the day, they will get what they can get. Rune Vandenbroek, whose race was compromised basically on lap 1, is going to bring it home in 8th place, ahead of Vic Vega. And there's Luciano Echazo. All right. The circus will next head to, on March 1st, Monza. Where are we doing Monza? Oh boy.
Put some extra mozzarella on your pizza.
Let's see. Any big names that were missing from the field today? No Martin Evans today. Oh god, Martin's car is like an orange highlighter. This is interesting. All right. Well, let's see if this person shows up. Byron, we have someone whose first name is as follows: YRNGWE or IE.
Ingve?
Ingve. Okay. Filipino driver Ingve Lago. And,
Not Ingve Malmsteen?
Oh. We were missing Real Velour from this race. I see.
Oh my goodness.
Fotis Zoglu is also signed up, as well as Josiah Jerome. Jesse Johnson.
Josiah is having technical difficulties. He broke some shit.
Oh. That hasn't stopped him before.
True, but this seems like
famously hasn't stopped him before. All right. Byron, do you have any final thoughts here today?
Mersey Dotes and Dozy Dotes and Little Lambsy Divey. Kiddly Divey too, wouldn't you?